Hello, welcome to Gemstone Tarot weekend reading for 2nd and 3rd of April 2022. Moon in Aries on the 2nd, but moving into Taurus at 1750, 100 hours, 1750, 100 hours in the UK. How are you doing this weekend? Do you have any plans? Tell me. What's happening? What did you have for breakfast? I'm still on the porridge, but without the dried cranberries, but they will be coming back when I can get some. I've added an addition of flaked almonds, which I think makes it very grand indeed. Let me know what you put on yours. Okay, we have the Mythic Tarot. Almost did my maths face then, by accident. And I had a conversation with the person who owns the house where the jackdaws are nesting. Are they jackdaws? I think they're jackdaws, or the jays. I don't know. Anyway, those little birdies. Yeah, he put a stop on the chimney, and that's why they do nest in the chimney apparently every single year. And the little protection thing that protects the chimney is what they nest under. And Jez, you said that, so you were right. You were completely right. Okay, what do we need to know? Knight of Cups keeps coming up. Can't see them at the moment, but it is a bit windy, like the television aerials are all going like that. Not much happening in the street. Some people are in the hotel, but they're not there at the moment. I can just see some clothes in the window, which is very exciting. Well, it's not very exciting, but you know. Not much Ministry of Silly Jogs, but it's starting. It's starting. It's spring, and it kind of turns into some kind of human racetrack around here. It makes you wonder, doesn't it? I was saying to a friend of mine the other day, when I was a student, you know, it was all about discounted beer and vintage clothes and going to the student bar and getting drunk and waking up face down in a pizza box, you know. I thought that was the whole bit, but no, this lot, it's all kind of health consciousness and jogging, and I mean, it's better for you. You just think, are they missing out on the golden years? I'm not going to go and preach on the corner. Okay. Oof. Oof. Boogaloo. Look at that. Right, we're going to biddly bop. But the sun's a bit weird, so who knows? And I knocked the camera a little bit. It all adds up, doesn't it? That's not too bad. We can either move the cards or the table. Wrong way. Oh, it could all fall apart here. I moved the table. It's a very wobbly table. I bought this table when I first started Gemstone Tarot. I have to say it cost £10. And I got it from like a weird, really cheap shop, and it's a camping table. If you lean too hard on it, I'm pretty sure it's going to fall down. Okay, them's the cards. Let's have a look. It looks quite action-packed and a little bit dramatic, but it is flanked on either side by the two energy cards. I feel like this is more than just the weekend, but hey, all the readings are like that. It's all a bit timeless and whatnot. Hanged Man, okay, and the Star. I don't mind that energy, actually. Hanged Man, of course, is Neptunian energy and says that some things are not happening as fast as you would like them to, but that the universe is quite pleased about that and almost wants to taunt you with it, you know. It's like, come on now, human. Cool your jets. We're all good. Stay in the moment. Bloom where you are. And us as humans are like, let me at it. And then the Star, beautiful energy, the energy of manifesting. But also this is Pandora, and in Pandora's box we have all of the pains of the human, and we have the fairy or the Star of Hope, okay? Kind of a reminder, even though it's a beautiful card, that you don't really get one without the other. It's that whole rough with the smooth, yin with the yang, all of that stuff, okay? I quite like that though. 8 of Pentacles, this has been coming up for us for I was going to say through or 3 weeks. for 3 weeks. Let's just stick with that. 8 of Pentacles, the work card, and the card of what you do all the time to survive or to live, to make pentacles, to make bank, as they call it. There's something here with the High Priestess and the King of Pentacles in reverse. Money won't be the motivating factor this weekend, or even whenever this energy plays out. Money isn't the motivating factor. And I know that with you lot it isn't really anyway. Most kind of empathic people, it generally isn't. But of course we've all got to live and pay the bills. But this is... it's more about that High Priestess energy. When you get the High Priestess and the Hanged Man, you got a whole lot of yin going on there. And yin energy is all about the divine feminine. It's all about going within. That's what that is. So any activities like having your feet in a nice bowl of water, filling the sink with water, playing in the sink, or gardening, having your feet on the earth in grass, anything like that, which for me is a kind of a yin activity. Washing your hair is another one. Anything like that, massaging your own feet or hands would be really, really conducive to some inspired ideas. I know that sounds weird, but while you're doing those sorts of things, it's going to just calm the energy down to the point where you start to receive. It's not about the King of Pentacles, the practical, what's written on paper, what's my plan, what's my timelines, none of that. And again, we've got this Knight of Wands in reverse, with Strength in the reverse. A lot of fire energy, which is very dormant, very much in the reverse. And even though actually there are no water sign cards here really per se, I feel some water energy. I feel coolness of a lake. I can feel behind the 8 of Pentacles we've got some water there. It just feels water is going to be advantageous, even if it's running some in the sink, you know, putting your hands under it. It's going to be calming and it's going to connect us in the way that we need to be connected with that High Priestess energy. And then up here in the corner, what binds us? Here we have the 8 of Swords. This is the card of mental constriction, often brought upon by others, usually is, isn't it? A feeling of being tied down a little bit, or hemmed in a little bit by other people. And with that Devil card as well, there's a feeling, again, when you look at the Devil card, these two people are tied to the devil. There's a kind of puppet thing going on, isn't there? You will be my puppets, or you are my puppets. There may be somebody yanking your chain a little bit, pulling your string, like this. Because when we get the 5 of Swords, also that is Venus in Aquarius energy. And Venus in Aquarius energy, or the 5 of Swords energy, it can be a bit detached and it can be a little bit passive aggressive. For some of you at work, there might be a little bit of manoeuvring about who's got what, who's doing what and why, you know. And I would say with all this yin energy that there would be more benefit to stepping out of that energy than stepping and leaning into it. Okay, just my thoughts on it. What do we want? What do we want? I kind of really want an animal spirit card, actually. Animal spirit card. Let's Billy Bot back. Billy Billy Bodily Bit. God, such an itchy nose. Bodily Bit. Still nothing happening in the street particularly. Not even any school kids. Hardly any. The birds are going so fast. When they do go near the rooftop, they're sort of going like that. I think there's a lot of thermals. Okay. That one. That's a stubborn one. Oh, I love that one. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to do one more. You, my pretty. Huh. Okay. Wasp spirit. Sometimes life stings. That's you know, there's a slight waspishness, and I do feel about that Five of Swords. I do feel there is someone who's just a bit, it's not much, it's nothing much, but just a bit mean. And I don't mean that in a full-on cruel, I'm out to get you kind of way, but just a bit like, is that completely necessary? I know, those kind of people. And then we get Turkey Spirit, and this is probably what you're going to have to do. Give with gratitude and grace, because they can't. You know, and that doesn't mean you get into the same vinegar energy that they're in. You get into the honey. And, oh, it's my microphone cord. I wonder what that was. What's that doing here? Owl Spirit. You can see clearly now. Always makes me want to sing that song. It's about taking the bird's eye view, isn't it? I think there's going to be a bit of zooming out, like we do with the camera sometimes. Zooming out because somebody else is being microscopic and very, very micromanagey, which, you know, we're bigger and better than that, aren't we, people? We're bigger than, I can't even say it, but we are, okay? Leave me a comment, let me know what you had for breakfast, and I will see you soon. Namaste.